Good morning. I'm Rudy Golez, 78 years old, married to Cecil Golez, and we have 6 children, 2 girls and 4 boys, and we have 6 children-in-laws and 14 grandchildren. Right now, I spend most of my time in my farm here at Barangay Avila, Municipality of Buena Vista in Guimaras. I had been working in the government service for quite some time during my younger days. In 1978, one time, I visited my parents who are living then in our farm at Barangay Avila. It's there that I noticed that a part of the property of my parents, a mountainous side, was totally non-productive. There's only grasses covering the area. And so I talked to my father, the late Agapito Golez, that maybe it's best that I will develop the idle area and plant it with coconut trees. And my father was so receptive to the idea that he immediately offered me that instead of having his next harvest for his coconut trees for copra purposes, he offered it to me to be my seedlings. And so, I started planting it. I did not went into seedlings. Instead, immediately after harvesting the nuts, I directed my men to plant it directly. Because my thinking is that if I will go into seedlings and when I transplant it, then the roots will be disturbed, will be cut during transplanting. And I also decided that instead of the distance of 8 to 10 meters apart, I had my own plantation of only about 5 to 6 meters. My purpose is to maximize the area, and to my full satisfaction and to the amazement of my visitors, so many now are coming to my farms, they have noticed that the trees that I have planted, roughly about 3,000 trees, are growing so healthy looking. The leaves are green, 10 meters apart. A portion of the land is totally exposed to the sun, to the heat of the sun. But with planting of only 5 to 6 meters apart, the leaves from one tree and the other leaves from the other tree are meeting each other. So, the sun, the heat and the ray of the sun does not hit directly the soil, preserving the soil, and it's not subjected to the heat of the sun. So, during the summer period, my trees, my coconut trees, look so healthy and not affected by the heat of the sun. And because of my theory of planting the trees very close to each other, I noticed that the moisture of the soil up to now, today is April 24, 2014, this is the peak of summer, yet the soil in my coconut trees are still not so dry. So, the trees are enjoying still a better soil, and because of the closeness of the trees, all the twigs, all the residues from the trees and the coconut trees are just there, making it into fertilizers themselves. That here in Guimaras, so many coconut trees are dying. And I heard also in some other provinces, because of this insect which attack the upper portion or the young leaves of the coconut. By myself, I tried to formulate my own medicine or formulation to effectively kill this Buntista insect. My formula is just a combination or a mixture of certain chemicals, insecticide, and about 50% of fresh water and about 50% of the brackish water, and I had it applied in all affected coconut trees, and I would say it's so effective in killing the insect that almost all my trees has recovered. There was a time when I noticed, I think about 100 trees were affected. Now they have recovered. And so I say, it's a good formula to get rid of this insect. And to maximize my production in my 4.8 hectares, aside from the coconut trees that I have planted, under the coconut trees, I have also planted about 2,000 bananas, which are now very productive. I had also planted in between jackfruits and mangoes. It's there for anybody to see that the bananas are very effective. So practically, the whole land area is totally productive because aside from the coconut trees, I have the mango trees, the jackfruits, and the banana. And also, the plain area, it's about 1/2 hectare, is totally producing a good number of kilos of tilapia. As a matter of fact, some of my visitors, including husband, the other day when they visited my farm, it was there that some buyers of coconut went there and also buyers of bananas. And I am making a good amount of money out of the multiple cropping that I have adopted.
Sir,
in my farm, there are perhaps around 10 families who are working in my farm. And because they are helping me to produce, I'm also extending my help to them. All my produce, my rice production, I'm not selling it to the market. Instead, I'm selling it to them, but on a very socialized manner. Right now, we know that one sack of rice with 50 kilos will cost not less than 2,000 pesos. But in my case, I'm selling it only to my workers for 1,500. At saka yan, first class na bigas. Also, I'm also enjoying their cooperation because from them, we have several pigs, breeder pigs. And we are producing pigs, we are also producing cows, and we are also producing carabao. So my land, for anybody to see, and I had been saying this humbly, that perhaps in the whole island of Guimaras, my property is one of the most utilized piece of land. Kompletong-kompleto. No idle piece of the property. In the end, I am happy that right now, the income of the said property is totally sufficient. Income from the coconut, from the rice, from the tilapia, from the bamboo, bananas. I think I'm making about at least a net income of 150,000 a year. Good for my needs and my wife. Thank you.